Hey, welcome to our Tuesday afternoon live broadcast. It is February the 6th, I believe, today. Tuesday. Our new broadcasting time, which is 3 p.m. Central Standard Time here in the Dallas, Texas area. So welcome from wherever it is that you are joining us this afternoon or this evening. Tonight's or today's going to be who is influencing you. And as always, we're going to round it out with how it is that we are trying to live our life as keto and intermittent fasting and taking care of ourselves and putting ourselves as a priority and adding in the self-care. And are we letting others influence us into some things that maybe we are trying to stay away from? So if you're joining us live, I always like to welcome you. Make sure that you are hitting that subscribe button if you're joining us from YouTube, and that like button if you are joining us from Facebook. Likes throughout the broadcast. When you hear something that resonates with you, hit that like button or those little hearts or happy faces or whatever it is that you can find on your phone or wherever it is you're broadcasting from. Feel free to share this with someone that you feel might benefit from it. And then we will go ahead and just get on with our subject for today. Make sure that you also leave me a comment so I know that you're here. I know where you're tuning in from. And if you have any questions or comments, always leave those in the beginning. I will wrap it back around after I'm done sharing my information and my thoughts for today, and go ahead and engage with the audience who's here live, as well as the people who catch us in the rebroadcast. So always feel free to leave a comment if you're catching in the rebroadcast as well. If you don't mind, I always like to take a second to introduce myself. My name is Diane, and for the past 25 years, I have been helping women find nutritional plans and fitness programs to help them look and feel their best and live their most authentic life. And now for myself, as I have expanded my own personal knowledge and experience base, and as a certified nutrition coach, I am really using what we know scientifically and what we're learning with research and experience today with intermittent fasting and living a keto-like lifestyle, a way that we can adapt this lifestyle into our everyday life and really heal our bodies and help us look and feel our best and live our most authentic life. So in trying to do all of that, do you have people in your life who are influencing you or who you might be allowing to influence you? And I never like to be a Debbie Downer or on the negative side of things, but I am going to kind of gear this toward people who might be negatively influencing you. Maybe putting a dark spin on some of the things that you're trying to do in your life that you're hoping will improve some things for you. And why is it that we allow those things to happen? So in our own home and in our life, Michael and I are always sitting down and kind of regrouping about how it is we're spending our time and who it is that we're spending our time with. And we always try to evaluate that time based on where it is we want ourselves to go and we want our family to go and the big dreams that we have for ourselves. Time is one of those precious commodities that we never seem to have enough of, and we don't want to waste that away with time spent that's not going to get us moving forward. So some prerequisites or maybe some conditions that you might want to set up for people who you are engaging in sharing time with or people you're letting influence you, kind of go like this. And I have some notes that I'm going to read from some things that we really like to incorporate for ourselves. So we always want to make sure that when we're choosing to spend time with people or we're around people who are trying to influence us, we want to make sure that those people are going to nourish and inspire us. And they're not going to deflate us or try to take us off track from where we want to go. So if you're spending time with people and you're feeling like they're not getting your vibe or they're questioning the things that you're trying to do for yourself, or they're maybe not going in the same direction in life that you're going with, then I always recommend really sitting down and having a deep conversation with maybe your spouse or your best friend or maybe yourself, and figure out why it is you keep going back to people who are not inspiring you and nourishing you. And see if maybe you can find some different influencers or some different influences that you can spend your time with that are going to be more quality and really help you get where you're going. Another thing that you want to think about is the people that you're spending the most time with. And we always say like we're sort of a result of the 5 people we spend the most time with, right? So if you look at the 5 people that you're spending the most time with and you look at the way that they're living their life and you look at the choices that they're making and you maybe look at how they're living healthfully or not healthfully, what are they complaining about? What are their problems in life they seem that they can't wrap their heads around? those can sometimes become your issues as well, because you're influenced by that time spent, and you're influenced by those conversations, and you're influenced by the way they're feeling about their life, and can often sway you to feel a certain way about your own life, even without you even realizing it. And so, are those 5 people that you're spending the most time with, are they feeding you and filling you with what it is that you want to have for yourself once you leave that situation? Or are you leaving that situation with those 5 people feeling completely drained and empty? Are they sucking the life out of you? Are they sucking the positivity out of you? Are they sucking the inspiration out of you? Do they have you leaving a situation, maybe questioning some of the good things that you have set for yourself when you kind of entered the situation thinking you were on a roll and you knew exactly where you were heading, and then you spend time with someone and you leave questioning if what the good things you had for yourself, maybe they're not so good. And you have to really take some time to look at those situations and ask yourself the bigger question, where will I be a year from now? Will I be where this person is today? And am I attracted to that? Am I inspired by that? Is that what I want for myself? Or maybe if I kind of become a little bit more, what do I want to say, selective about how much time I'm spending with that person, or maybe selective about the person in general, could I be in a different place? And I know for myself, I've often sought out mentors and influencers from afar, meaning that I've watched them and I've interacted with them without even them knowing that I was present. And I just modeled after them some of the activities that they were doing, or some of the language that they were using, or some of the practices that they had in their everyday life, and was really able to learn and be influenced in such a positive way without them even knowing that they were affecting my life in such a great and positive way. So your influencers don't always have to be the people that you're face to face with. You can seek out influencers from afar and just model the activities, behaviors, and languages that they're exuding, and then take those on as your own. And then another prerequisite for determining who you're going to allow to influence you and who you want to spend your time with is really making sure that the dialogue between you and the people that you're spending time with is not critical. Making sure that the people that you're spending time with are not constantly putting you down, questioning you, criticizing you, demeaning you about the good intentions that you have for your life. And a lot of this does come up with intermittent fasting and changing what it is that we're trying to do nutritionally, because nutrition, food, and socializing all seem to go together so conveniently. And when we are the outcasts, so to speak, and we're doing things differently from the pack, then we stick out like a sore thumb sometimes and can be ridiculed. We can be peer pressured. We can be criticized. We can be demeaned in front of a crowd of our friends, and really felt and left to feel very small, when we should really be treated in a completely different way and be lifted and inspired and motivated to do the good things that we're doing. But people get uncomfortable when people are trying to do good things for themselves, and they're not quite there yet. And so oftentimes, if you are the odd man out, you do get singled out and can be ridiculed and criticized in front of your friends. And I know I've felt a lot of, we call it reverse discrimination against healthy people, So if you're the fit person, or you're the healthy person, or you're making healthy choices, or just attempting to live a different way than the people that you're spending your time with, you can often be the one that's being criticized and sort of outcasted because you're just different from everyone else. It doesn't mean that you're wrong. It doesn't mean that you're bad. But what the underlying message of all of that is that it doesn't feel good, and no one wants to be criticized or outcasted by their friends. And so if that's the environment that you're spending your time in, or those are the kind of people that you're living your free time with, be very careful about that, because that is not a good feeling. It's sort of bullying in a sense, and it can make you question what it is that you're doing for yourself. And you should never question anything you're doing for yourself that is going to be a good thing. And then are the people that you are spending your time with, or are the people that you're allowing to influence you, are they making you have the path to your dreams an easier process, or are they kind of tripping you along your way? And that's a really big one. You want to make sure that the people that you're spending your time with and the people that are influencing you are willing to go at your pace, and they're not going to slow you down, and they're not going to trip you up along the way. People are threatened by others who are doing good things for themselves if they feel like they don't have the resources or what it takes to do the same type of thing. And oftentimes that ugliness rears its head, and you can be derailed if you're not very specific about what it is you're doing, who you're spending your time with, who you're allowing to get into your head, who you're allowing to get you off track. And then the big final thing that we have to just be okay with, and I've said this so many times, and Michael says this as well, is I would so much rather be in a room by myself knowing that I've made that choice consciously than surrounded by a bunch of people and feeling more alone than if I was by myself. And so you want to make sure that you're okay with having very few but very high quality relationships in your life, and making sure that the people that you're spending time with are the people that you have to almost raise your own bar to be with, as opposed to lower your bar to be with. And then those people that you're going to have to raise your own bar are going to be the ones that are going to be the influencers. They're going to be the dream makers with you, and they're going to be the life shapers for you, and will help you achieve everything that it is that you want in your life, and will keep you from second guessing the good things that you have planned for yourself. So this is what Michael and I talk about all the time, and decisions that we make when we're really trying to make a shift in our own life for the better. It was a really big deal for me when I got sick, and I had to change a lot of what I was doing with my own health choices and nutritional choices, and even with fitness, changing a lot of the things I've been doing with my fitness. And it doesn't always come with open arms from people that you spend time with. And I know even just in my own immediate family, I have always been the outcast because I chose to live the healthier life, and it doesn't feel good. And so I can appreciate being sort of the only one in the room that is making the best choice for themselves. And sometimes you have to just be okay with that and know that the long haul is worth it, and you will end up being better for sticking to your guns and knowing what is best for you, for your life as a lifestyle. And that nothing will ever taste or feel as good as feeling amazing and empowered about the choices that you're making for your life, and being surrounded by people who will fill you and feed you with the love and support that you need so you can reach your goals. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and welcome Facebook first today, because I think I welcomed YouTube yesterday. I will welcome everyone. I will answer questions and comments, and then YouTube, if you don't mind hanging out, go ahead and keep leaving questions and comments and jumping in with your welcomes, letting me know where you're calling in from, and then I'll jump over to you in just a second. Maggie, good afternoon. Taking a break from work to watch. Oh, okay, I won't tell anybody, Maggie. Thank you so much for jumping on. Mary, hello. Candace from El Paso, and a February member. Awesome. What's the weather like in El Paso? We are freezing here today. We had like spring-like weather for a couple of days, and now we're absolutely freezing again. So Texas weather, you never know. Jenny from Michigan, working at our church's thrift store. Well, good for you, Jenny. You're always doing good things. Colleen from Washington, hello. Joy, January grad and passion planner, welcome. Linda, I don't know where you're calling in from, but I'm so happy you're here. Angelica, good evening from Munich. Gosh, that's a long ways. Thanks for jumping on. Susan from Mexico, January member, IF. I am growing and changing a lot as I become my most authentic self. Yeah, you know, and we had a comment in our course today with our February course members, and they said something about they're feeling like this is more than just about feasting and fasting. And we spend an entire week in our course on the social and emotional aspects of what it is that we're doing and all these changes that we're making, because so much happens to us emotionally and mentally when we really start taking care of ourselves, and we really start noticing things with our bodies, and we really start loving ourselves again. And it's always a great thing, but it kind of catches us off guard sometimes. So we spend a whole week on that in our course just for that reason, that it's a good place to be, but we sometimes forget how good it is. And so we need to kind of be reminded slowly. Let's see. Marty, hello in the January course. Carrie, hello from Washington. Gisele, I think it is. Thank you for your comment. Azah from Mississippi, welcome. Carrie from Vancouver, Washington, July, January, February alumni member, and one of our February group members that's helping out our new students. So thank you so much for all you're doing, Carrie. Janet, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Proverbs 27:17. Thank you for saying that. That is so true. Michelle, yep, I'm finally live with you. Oh, I'm so glad. Is this your first live? Welcome. Live is fun. November and January alumni. Candace, windy here, but nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's not windy here, but it is cold. Kendra, my cousin from San Diego. See what she's got going on here at my mom's. Oh, awesome. 2 of Joshua's teachers asked me what I'm doing to lose the weight, and I got so excited to share about IF in your class. They want the info on your class. Feeling much better and pumped. I will remember to breathe. Yes, I always say breathe and then relax. It's like a 2-step process, right? So you have to inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and then just relax on it for a second. And then just do that as many times as you need to until you find your sense of calm and your peace. But Kendra, you're doing great things. And what I said to you today is this is a transitional week, so a lot of things are going to be shifting. A lot of things are going to be changing, and just keep breathing and relaxing. 2-step process. And then Kendra, reach out to Kara. She will get you some information about how to forward our course to your girlfriends. Let's see, Joy. I've been different my whole life, 74 years. I've learned to be all right with that. A helpful phrase. Thank you for sharing. Exactly. Thank you for sharing. And no, thank you. I'm just not interested. Is always another good one too. Trudy, January course, checking in from Florida. And then Debbie from Pennsylvania in the February group, learning so much. Freezing here. Worse tomorrow. Oh, I'm so sorry, girlfriend. I can't even imagine what Pennsylvania freezing is. Texas freezing is about to... I mean, I'm already locked down in the house for the rest of the day. I don't want to go anywhere. Okay, YouTube, thanks for being so patient. I'm going to go ahead and welcome everyone from YouTube. So Facebook Hangout. The Ancient Frog Moon, hello. Carolee, hello. Stephanie from St. John's, Florida, welcome back. Pam from Fresno, on my lunch break, so can't stay the entire time. We'll just catch it on the rebroadcast, Pam. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Jerry from Delaware, Linda from Michigan, Christina, so good to be with you live from, I think, South Carolina, August group graduate. Christina, good to have you back with us. Let's see. Melissa, hi from South Korea. Welcome from South Korea on my 3rd day of February course and my 3rd day of fasting. I bet you're feeling amazing already. Life, I feel and look great through IF, but members at our church are spreading rumors that I am anorexic. They haven't seen me eat because they see me only during my fasting window. Well, I don't think it's very Christian-like to spread rumors at church, so that's not very nice. And maybe you should just not worry about it. I always say when people are super critical about stuff that I'm doing, I always very intently listen to the conversations they're having with other people, and they're generally complaining about how they look, how they feel, they don't have any energy, how horrible their life is. And critical people are not generally very happy people, so just keep that in the back of your mind too. And I would just wave and smile and walk by, and just go about your merry way. You're doing really great things for yourself, and that's, in the end, that's all that really matters. Smile. Hi, I'm Nina from the February group. You are very inspiring. I have been watching your videos since December. Keep them coming as they are inspiring. Oh, I'm not going anywhere, girlfriend, so we will be here. And anytime you guys have any topics of conversation you want us to bring up for the lives, always feel free to email me and we'll do some research and bring them to you. April, you are welcome. Suzanne from Canada, long time. I have had the pleasure to listen to you direct. Oh, thanks for saying that, Suzanne. I love you guys being here. Gail from Michigan, Carrie, oh man, got on too late. Don't worry about it, girlfriend. Just jump in from the beginning when it's loaded. Suzanne, love what you say. It makes so much sense. Thank you for your wisdom. You're welcome. Still in Panama, I have to watch later. Okay, cool. Kitty Cat, great talk. My husband has joined me on the quest for health, so that's been a good start. We've influencing each other positively, then moving out to doing the same with others. That's a great way to go. Pay it forward. And then make sure your husband's connected to our IF Keto Family Life Facebook page, because my husband's going to start doing some stuff over there for men. Elizabeth from El Paso, 72 and beautiful day. Oh, I wish we could say that here. Carrie, what are, wait, are you still alive? I can't tell. I'm in Panama. Susan, hello, Ohio, Diane, veteran. I am definitely the family's granola girl. They are slowly realizing that I make sense. Yep, keep doing your thing. They always jump on board. Kitty Cat, what is the best, healthiest sweetener to use for baking homemade nutrient-dense desserts like sweet potato brownies? What's your favorite homemade healthy sweet? We've been making some keto. I made keto or paleo brownies the other day. They were pretty good. And there's, I guess, monk's fruit sweetener is supposed to be like the latest best thing. When you're having treats, I say, you know, you just don't want to have the artificial sweeteners. Try to get something like a stevia or honey, I guess, or something like that. And when you have a treat, you just have to like succumb to the fact that you're having a treat. Just do it in moderation and you'll be fine. Just make something you'll enjoy so you don't regret it. Carrie, because I'm trying to help my mother and her health specifically, have you considered talking about IF for the elder generation 70 plus? Everything that we do here, Carrie, is non-generational as far as that goes. Anyone can intermittent fast. Anyone can reduce their sugar intake. Anyone can reduce their carb intake. So it's more about mindset and breaking old habits. So the thing with your mom is she just has to understand that whatever she's doing currently is probably not the best thing for her, and just model for her. Don't preach to her or do this too much because she just will stop listening to you. And just tell her the benefits of why it is that maybe she should make some changes and start slowly. Don't throw a bunch of stuff on her at one time because she'll feel overwhelmed and it won't be worth it for her. Share the sweet potato brownies. I have a tween. Okay, yeah, they weren't sweet potato brownies. They were like a paleo keto kind of brownie. They were made with almond flour and they were amazing. So I'll get the recipe out and I'll share that with you guys. I promised that I would share it. I just haven't had time yet. Let's see, some more stuff over here on Facebook. January course, Debbie from, we already did that one. Joy is a wonderful thing to learn. Yep. Hoop-on-a-no-no or something like that. Ingrid, hello, girlfriend. Hopefully you're doing well. I haven't heard from you in so long. I saw you yesterday and now today, so it's good to have you 2 days in a row. Renee, just having breakfast. Well, good for you. I'm hoping that's a break fast. Renee, turmeric, vegetables, soup, and mineral water. That sounds really good. Linda from Ontario, alumni, September, January course. Jillian, February course, 18.5-hour fast today. 8 at 1:30, closing down at 5 p.m. to do a 20-hour fast, worried about getting enough calories. No, Jillian, take your course one day at a time. We have a lesson coming up this week about why you no longer have to worry about not getting enough calories. So just set your fast and your feast times, eat normally in your feast, and then everything's going to start coming together for you. So don't stress, don't worry, don't preoccupy your mind with any of that stuff. Just go with the flow. I promise you it's all going to come together. Timothea, hi from Los Angeles. Wish I could send you all some warm sunshine. And we're going to be in California on Friday, so we're going to soak up as much warmth as we can when we're there. Trust me. We're going to be in Orange County, actually, Irvine, California. So if you guys are around the Irvine, California area and you want to hook up with Michael and I, we are going to be, just email us. We'll tell you where we are. We're going to say it publicly. And then we can hang out at the hotel that we're going to be at in Irvine. We'd love to see you guys. So great to be back live. Just went through my closet this morning with energized calmness. Got rid of all the clothes that have gotten too baggy after the January course. I've gone down a whole size. I'm very excited for all the new members who will experience the same awesome life change. Yep, Timothea, you did a great job, girlfriend. I'm so proud of you. Catherine from the January course. Hello, Maria from Pennsylvania. I could go for a good brownie. Yeah, those brownies we made, they were good, right, Michael? Mm-hmm. Michael's a brownie like fanatic, and he loved them. So just almond flour is basically all it was. It was really easy. Sandy from the UK, good to have you here with us, girlfriend. Jillian, I will relax then, thanks. Yeah, just relax and just do your thing, girlfriend. It all come together for you. Jessie, I've been intermittent fasted later. I don't feel hungry at all, but I'm worried that I will stall because of not eating enough. Should I eat or just wait until I'm not hungry? Just go with the flow, you guys. Your body knows when to send you signs and signals that you need nutrients. We need to stop thinking about calories and we need to start thinking about nutrients. So plan out your fast, plan out your feast. Feast for as long as your feasting window's open or as long as you feel like you need to put nutrients in your body. Choose nutrient-dense foods. Close out your feast. Start your next fast. It will all start to come together. So the one thing that you don't want to be is stressed out. You don't want to be worried. You don't want to be preoccupied, because when we're preoccupied, we tend to check out. When we check out, we don't listen to the signs and signals. We don't listen to the signs and signals that we don't know what we're doing. If it's causing a reaction to our body that's not good or might be good and we might have missed it. So just go with the flow, breathe and relax. Everything is going to be fine. I promise you. Promise you. Carrie, thanks. I have to show her this. I think I'm doing a good job, and showed her your video on hunger hormones. She understood what's happening. I love that talk regarding hormones in our classes. Okay, good. And for all of you stressed out about your calorie intake and not feeling hungry, feeling too hungry or whatever, it takes a little while for those hunger hormones to balance out. Give them the time that they need. Use your mineral water, use your sparkling water, use your magnesium, use your good sleep. Like, everything is going in your favor. You just have to let it ride its course and work its way through your system. Sun, hello girlfriend, how are you feeling today? Hopefully better. And she had a little bit of an allergic reaction to something yesterday. Stephanie, hungry in my fast today. Yeah, you should be hungry in your fast. Your hunger hormones are not settled down. And I have been fasting pretty consistently, clean fasting. I did a little dirty fasting here and there for the last couple of years. And today I was really hungry in my fast. And I always just tell myself in my mind, hungry is where the magic happens. Hungry is where the magic happens. And when you guys get to the lesson about why you no longer have to worry about counting calories, you'll understand why being hungry is a magical place. So it's coming. You just got to take your course one day at a time. Woke up and broke my fast with Zyrtec and a probiotic because my joints were hurting from the allergic reaction to something from my juice. Okay, good. Just relax the next couple of days, drink lots of water, and clean fast as long as you can. Chris, so happy to be here. Thanks. 20-hour fast and gorgeous veggie salads and grass-fed beef and butter. Sounds beautiful. Azah, do you recommend certain vitamin supplements? Not at this stage in the game. I really want you guys to focus on how your body is feeling and the signs and signals that your body is sending you as clean as you can. And then we will start incorporating some things as we start to check out of the course and post-course. We're currently working on a level 2 course for you guys that's like fasting and beyond. So that's when we'll start to play around with some supplementation, some pre-workout formulas, some stuff that you need to do if you're an endurance athlete, those kind of things. But you know, for so many of us, especially us women, we have been riding on stimulants and depressants for so long that we don't even know how our body feels when it's supposed to be naturally tired, and we don't know how our body is supposed to feel when we are in an energized sense of calm. Like, we don't even know what it feels like to be naturally energized from our own resources. I want you guys to feel that. I want you to know what it feels like and what purposeful things you do to get your body to that point. There is nothing better than hitting the pillow at 10 o'clock at night and falling asleep naturally. There's nothing better than waking up at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning ready to start your day. No juices, no elixirs, no pills, no syrups, no tonics, no nothing. Just you and your body doing what it's designed to do. Fall asleep when it's tired, wake up when it's rested. And we need to experience that during this 3-week time together. Post that, we can talk about supplementation. If you want to start adding in some workouts, or maybe you're feeling drained in your workouts, or maybe there's some certain things that you feel like you're deficient in. Another big thing is, you know, people ask me all the time about taking supplementation and what kind of vitamins they should take. I don't know. You should really, when you go have your annual physical, have them do a blood test to tell you where you might be deficient in some minerals or some vitamins, and then you build a regimen around what your body needs, not what someone else thinks that you should take. So it all should be very personalized and catered to what your individual body needs. My husband had blood work done probably about 6 months ago, and he was really deficient in iron and vitamin D. We eat the same exact food. I wasn't deficient in vitamin D and or iron. That hasn't always been the case with me. There's been plenty of times when I've been iron deficient. So if I told my husband to take the same vitamins as me, he would continue to stay deficient because I wouldn't give him something that I didn't need. And so you really want to make sure that you get some blood work done, see where the areas you might be deficient, and then cater your supplementation around those things. Don't mimic what somebody else is doing. It's a really quick blood test, and they'll let you know. And then if you don't need to take extra iron, who wants to take extra iron? It just causes a bunch of stomach upset. If you don't need extra vitamin D, don't take extra vitamin D. You know, so it'll all be based on your own individual situation and what it is that you need to do for you. Is it okay to take my medicine and vitamins when I get up in the morning? I personally, I am right now taking some steroids and some antibiotics for the bronchitis that I had, and I have to take them twice a day. And what I've noticed is I've been waiting till my break fast to take them, and the steroids I think are keeping me up at night because I take them at like 12 o'clock at night, and I'm like laying in bed wide awake till 4. So if you're on a short-term medicine regimen, I say take them when prescribed or when it's most convenient for you, and don't worry about your fasting or a slight break in your fast for a short regimen. If it's a long-term thing that you have to take indefinitely, I would say work it into your feasting window if you can. Just shift things to the evening. The same thing with supplementation. I say, you want to be in a clean fast as long as you can. So I would just say shift it to either as late in the day as you can right before you break your fast, or have them in the evening before you go to bed. That way you can sleep through them digesting in your system. And when we're sleeping, we have a really good opportunity to burn off that stored glycogen and kind of work through our system anyway. So either before you go to bed or right before you break your fast is the best time for supplements and medication if you can. If it's a long-term thing or very specifically prescribed by your doctor, then I always recommend going with your doctor's advice. I can't deter you from taking anything that your doctor's prescribed to you. So, and then you got to go with your gut on that too. Okay, so great discussion tonight. I hope it has helped some of you who have been feeling peer pressured or not sure if the people that you're hanging around with are the right people for you right now. I always say, God has given us that sixth sense for a reason, and we really want to stay tuned into that. That sense that I have that comes in my gut has never failed me, and I always go with it. So if you're feeling uneasy about situations that you're in socially, if you're feeling uneasy about conversations that you're in, if you're feeling uneasy about people and the way they're speaking to you or treating to you, then they shouldn't be influences in your life, and you should really spend some time seeking out some new influences. And I guarantee you, as soon as you free yourself from some of that heavy baggage and heavy toxic waste, you will feel like a new person, and everything that you're looking to seek for your life will come to you that much easier. Don't be afraid to break ties with people who are not filling you and feeding you and helping you get to what it is that you want to have as your own dream life. You got one shot at this. Don't let someone take that away from you. So I am going to jump off for this afternoon. I will see you guys tomorrow, Wednesday, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Just a reminder, we are doing 3 p.m. Central Standard Time broadcasts Monday through Thursday here on this Facebook page and this YouTube channel. Fridays at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, Michael and I go live and we talk kind of about the same things, but we're incorporating more of the man and the family aspect of what it is that we're doing with this lifestyle that we're creating. And that's at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time at the IF Keto Family Life Facebook page. We will be traveling this weekend, Friday through Monday. So we might be a little spotty on a couple of things, but just make sure you're subscribed, make sure you're liked on Facebook, and you're set up to receive notifications. So if we had to kind of ad hoc alive and jump on at a random time, that you won't miss us if we do that. And then we'll keep you posted throughout the weekend, letting you know what we're doing. And if you are in the Irvine, California area, we would love to see you. We're free most evenings. Just shoot me an email, let me know that you'll be in town, and we'll make arrangements to meet up with you and have a live conversation while we're in California. I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. Thank you so much for jumping on with me today, and I will see you guys tomorrow.